Hi everyone, thanks for watching. I just wanted to do a short video to talk about the Biden administration and how their failures will serve to help Trump regain power. Over the last few days, we've seen the unfolding crisis in Afghanistan as images of human suffering have gone viral. We're barely 6 months into the Biden administration, and already we have an unimaginable blunder. Domestically, it's not only Republicans who are appalled by what is happening and blaming the Biden administration, but so are many Democrats. The whole situation is not only tragic, but it screams out incompetence. The mainstream media, which for the most part has handled Biden with kid gloves after years of dealing with Trump's vileness, has also been heavily critical of the current administration. Simply put, Biden is receiving severe criticism from all sides, and this criticism is completely justified as this is a monumental embarrassment for the United States. So there are 2 points I want to make. First, there will be more of these failures during the Biden administration. We're already dealing with a crisis at the border as the rush to reverse Trump's immigration policies have swung the pendulum to the other extreme. We're continuing to deal with the COVID situation as our country remains deeply divided over how to deal with this pandemic. Everything from vaccines to masks to how to reopen schools seems to be stirring up the hatred from within us, hatred we aim at one another. The country is also about to suffer through an extended period of inflation, perhaps heavy inflation, as spending is spiraling out of control. Toss in the contentious voting laws taking effect in many states, and once again we see how extraordinarily divided this country is. In issue after issue, we see this division fueling the ongoing turmoil, and the potential for many of these issues exploding into a crisis cannot be ignored, especially when we have a former president who loves to sow discord at every turn. Second, Trump supporters are even more galvanized because of these Biden failures. Even though Trump wanted to do the same thing in Afghanistan last year and would have gotten the same result, Trump supporters see this failure as more proof that Trump needs to be back in the White House ASAP. There is an undercurrent of rage throughout this country as millions and millions of people pine for the day when number 45 is once again president. To them, Trump represents a strong America and is a stalwart defender of Christian values and American traditions. In one example of this rage, yesterday we saw a man named Floyd Ray Roseberry park his pickup truck outside the Library of Congress, telling police that he had enough explosives in the truck to blow up 2.5 city blocks. Roseberry live streamed what was happening on Facebook, and during the live stream had repeatedly talked about how much of a patriot he was, the illegal immigration problem, the Afghanistan situation, and his desire to speak directly to Joe Biden. He also called on Biden and Harris to resign. Before it was deleted, his Facebook account showed him ranting about Biden, talking of a revolution about to take place, and full of images that combined his faith in God with strong patriotism. He also lamented the loss of American traditions and posted a video of his attending one of Trump's Million MAGA marches. His wife added that Roseberry had voted for the first time in his life for Trump, and that he was upset at the result of the November election. On his Facebook page, Roseberry had shared a post from Donald Trump Jr., which was highly critical of Biden on the Afghanistan exit. Once again, we see a microcosm of the mindset of millions and millions of Americans, and it's what I previously referred to as the Devil's Triangle. This evil combination of patriotism, Christianity, and loyalty to Trump. This is a witch's brew, a toxin that is ready to explode in many areas of America. It's bubbling to the surface, and the failures of the Biden administration will serve to make this all the more combustible and all the more imminent. This is just the beginning. Millions and millions of Americans are anxious for the day when Trump is once again in the White House. And as this shows, many of them are willing to do whatever it takes to make that a reality. And rest assured, the vile man who loves to sow discord and who magnifies himself in his own heart will not hesitate to call on those millions and millions of Americans if he thinks it would restore him to power. There is nothing that is beneath Donald J. Trump. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and if you care to leave a comment, please do. I'll talk to you guys soon.